Red alert, red alert. RBT snaps and chats. Hey y'all, what y'all doing out there today? Man, today's the day. Today's the day. It ain't short a lot, but today's the day that I got a message I want to deliver. And if you out there and you listening, you watching, I want you to chime in and tell me your thoughts to this message because what's going on right now is a heartfelt situation. We just celebrated Valentine's Day, which is in the middle of Black History Month. So we need brown and red because everybody getting it out of the mud. I'm going to give a shout out to Out of the Mud, James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, Larry Lott, and George F. Grundy. That's my producer today, y'all. And to MUA Jock, shop with her for all your beauty needs at www shop Makeup Is My Life. And then while you're getting your makeup done, you want to smell good, go check out April, the oil lady. She is on Facebook. April, the oil lady. Check her out. I'm telling y'all, man, the deals and the fragrances that she got is blowing up. But again, here we are on this lovely Wednesday, February 18th. I got a secret for y'all. When I was married, February 18th would have been my anniversary, but I'm free. No longer married, and I'm single. Anyway, just to let y'all know that in case Mr. Right is out there watching, let me know. But anyway, the title of the show today is We All Bleed Red. But we're all covered by the blood. So if you out there and you listening, I want to hear what you got to say. Call me 248-820-5053 or jump in on the chat line. I want to hear what you got to say. So the first thing I'm going to discuss is we may look different on the outside, but on the inside, we all bleed red. I came in here today. I'm going to back up a little bit just so I can stand up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Bloody red. All the way, head to toe. Bloody red. Because I feel like this. If you cover by the blood and you have faith, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And if any of you paid attention to my page today, I hope that you went out to St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church of Flint and got some food. We're out here in the community trying to serve and take care of our people. And make sure that when you come, if you don't use everything you get, give it to somebody else. And if what you get you love, come back and volunteer with us and visit us on Sunday. This Sunday, we are having our Black History celebration program. Wear your best, come out, hang out with us. It's cool, it's going to be fun. But what I really want to know is each and every one of you that's out there, that's watching and tuning in to the Red Alert RBT Snaps and Chats show. I want to know how you feel about when you're dealing with family members or friends and y'all have a disagreement and you fall out. At what point do you realize that's your blood or that's your friend? Are you ever going to make amends with them? Because that's what we do. Nobody's perfect. And I'm not saying you fall out with somebody, you got to hurry up and get back with them. No, you don't. You don't. You need time to heal. And what does healing mean? The heart. And everything we draw, everything we look at, what does the heart look like? Red. All I got to say. That's what it looked like. So if you bleed red and you're covered by the blood, and you know the heart symbols that you see every day, even on candy, on gift cards, it's red. It could have been blue, which is like, down color, but a lot of people like blue, like the lions, or what I used to call them is the cryans. But anyway, any color that you look at your heart, that's the color you represent. I know my heart is red, and I know I bleed red, and I know I'm covered by the blood because there's a lot of things that I go through, my trials and my tribulations, that make me understand why I'm here, what I'm here to do. So another question, and if you're out there and you listening, chime in. Is that somebody on the line?
So Serenity Walker said, yes, yes.
All right,
I
Serenity.
think she did that when you stood up.
Oh, snaps in chat. But anyway, when do you let a grudge go? When do you realize that the grudge you're holding is against a family or a good friend? When do you let it go? Because clearly we're family or blood related. I'm telling y'all, I feel really good today. And I think it's other things in my lifespan today that it has enhanced my smile and my ability to feel great today. And I'm not gonna let nobody steal my joy. So, with that being said, I just want to know, how do you all feel? I got a question by Serenity, sir. I think that's her. It look like the same picture.
So it says, no, I did that because of what she was talking about, but she clean too.
Oh, I am clean, girl. I try to do a little something. You want to hang out with me a little later? Call me. And if any of y'all out there, y'all ain't doing that, let me know. I look. I just want to enjoy my life and keep a smile on my face because it's a certain thing, a such thing called endorphins. When you tap into that and you feel happy, everything you do has this excitement, has this push to keep going. Look it up. Look it up. And George called it what was the other word you called it, George?
I think I was speaking about the dopamine
Dopamines.
rush that people have when they go through different spells of life.
Yes. So either you're emotional or you're strategic, whichever one it is. If you tap into the inner endorphins or I forgot what you said already.
If those dope, you know, made me mess it up. You got dopamine, and then you have endorphins. And you said endorphins. I said dopamine.
Dopamine.
Yeah.
Dopamine. And every time I say dopamine, I ain't talking about drugs. Y'all better recognize. But so I want everybody to understand that when you start feeling good inside of you and yourself and how you feel, it comes out. Back to what I've always said, beauty lies within. This outside shell is nothing. This outside shell is what might entice a person or give you false thoughts and hope. But a person's inner true self is going to show you exactly who they are. So if you see the beauty in them, no matter what they look like, that's a beautiful person. If a beautiful person has the ugly in them, please believe that's an ugly person. And if you keep ignoring those signs, you're going to be taught a lesson. And I always say this, for every level, there's a devil. And each devil that you run into, it might be financial, it might be mental, it might be something that got to do with the way you work, the way you perform. Trust and believe. You got to be more careful. So, today, February 18th, man, if I was still married, this would have been my anniversary, y'all. But I'm not married anymore. But him and I are still friends, which is cool. We gotta. I see something
Yeah. So
popping up.
Serenity said, we are so caught up in the outside looks, we forget or do not think about we bleed the same color, or we don't care.
Yep. And a lot of people think because we look different, we act different, we talk different, we walk different, they think that means that we're not the same. And that's far beyond the truth. Far beyond the truth. We are the same. Yes, we are. We are. You know why? Because we are a human being and we have the same organs inside of us. So if you know that you are made up just like the person that's standing next to you, it doesn't matter that their color of their skin is different. It doesn't matter if they speak in another language. Why are you discrediting them? Don't do that. Be kind. Be kind. For every smile that you give can help the next person thrive. One smile can hide 1,000 tears, and real blessings thrive. If you are blessed and you all, hold on before I go there. I got to address this. Too many people be like, oh, I'm blessed and highly favored. God got me. They say all these things, but when people look at you, there's nothing godly about you. There's nothing about you that walks like Christ. So why do you say those things? Because you want people to like. You don't want them to understand you. Because if you did, you would tell the truth. If you didn't want them to know that you really ain't been to church and did what you were supposed to, you ain't paid no tithes, you ain't done nothing, but you still running your mouth like God got you. You know that means you're making a mock of the Lord, right? And you do know that in his time, you will understand why you cry. There's a reason why you cry. I ain't gonna go too deep in that because I am not a minister or anything. I just love poetry, and poetry pours into me. I am not holier than thou. Thou is holier in me. I was chosen to do different things, and not just by our creator, but some people, they see things in me that I have never understood. Do I got another message out there?
Serenity Walker says, think of racism, sexual orientation. People do wrong over that. But if we cut each other, the blood is the same. I can, uh, I can same a racist white woman. I don't know what you're saying about that. If we have the same blood type, I can save a racist white woman if we have the same blood type. She can hate me because I'm black, but my B positive blood can save her. That's
Oh,
sad
if
and
they need a
crazy.
blood
Yeah.
transfusion. Yes.
So
Yes, Serenity, that is true. Serenity, share this live. Share it right now so that people can see this, please. And anybody that's watching, like, share, and subscribe. Tap into Out of the Mud. I just found out today that my real cousin is going to be my cousin through Out of the Mud as well.
okay.
It's a podcast with a husband and a wife talking
Okay.
about life,
Gotcha. Yeah.
married, all that. And I can't wait till they get on, and I can't wait to be a part of that show because I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of things in life that people want to sweep up under the rug. You know why they sweep it under the rug? Because they're scared. But guess what, people? We all scared. I'm scared. But that ain't gonna stop me from doing what the divine wants me to do. Even when I try my best to ignore it, and I ain't lying to y'all, I'm only human. I'm like, why I got it? Why me?
So going off of your
Then the
subject,
Lord says, why not you? Yes, sir.
we all bleed red. Yeah, I think you can kind of relate that to what's all coming down right now when you look at these elitists or people that we call elitists. They do all these things in order to separate the masses so we won't have the conversations to look at the right people who doing the dirt.
Exactly.
So now that we all have the information, it's up to us to get over the biases that were artificially put in front of us in order to get rid of the people who are really the devils and demons.
Exactly.
So
See, when we didn't have the accessibility to see and engage via internet or social media, we didn't have a voice or a word. Now we see, and we can have our own discernment about what we see. And then we need to understand that, is this really where we want to go, what we want to do in life? Do I want this type of a person to lead me? And if you decide that's what you want, you're no better than them with all the bull crap that they do.
yeah. So yeah, you got to pay attention and get the information, decipher, the information that is out here.
Hmm. Man, I'm telling you, the scariest thing about us all being covered by the blood is that our Lord is married to the backsliders. Some people say, well, if I'm here, I know I'm a backslider, I'm going to keep doing it and keep doing it. But then again, you're making a mock of the Lord, because if he give you something or put it in your face and let you know this is where you need to be, and you're like, nope, I ain't doing it. You're getting in his way and doing things. So to me, I feel like this. Why are you wasting other people's time? Just go somewhere and BFG, is that what it is? BFE, bum F Egypt. People call it BFE. Oh, I've
Oh,
been
okay.
around too many white people.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
That
If
one.
y'all don't understand BFE means, if you do, you do.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
That's where people of my nationality need to go if they feel that they don't have no time for the Lord. They ain't got no time to worry about what's going on with other people. And I ain't trying to, again, in my words on my friend George F. Grundy II, I digress. I am not trying to preach the gospel or push it on anybody, but I'm going to tell y'all, I ran the streets. Lord willing, I'll be 55 in 2 months. And I'm here, y'all. And I'm here making a difference. And I'm here doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm upbringing righteously my grandbabies. I'm keeping good conversation with my children. Whether they're wrong or right, I'm still trying to be in their corner. I'm still trying to lead and guide. I'm still trying to be kind and love everybody that love me. You know, I just had an event. If any of you out there watching, Georgia, I got some more. I see Serenity on the road. Where the rest of y'all at? I know y'all
No,
watching.
she
Y'all
was just
know it.
responding to saying she did share it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I just don't get it why if you see somebody doing something in the community that you live in, what's wrong with you giving a helping hand to make it better? Unity is better than anything. Do you know today, because of certain circumstances, I was unable to volunteer at my church. We did a food drive. But guess what? St. Mark Baptist Church of Flint did a food drive in the pouring down rain. And still, people came through that line. I seen it on the video. They were served with a smile on their face. Can you come to church and visit us on Sunday? Can you come and pay homage back? And if you don't this Sunday, come another Sunday. It doesn't matter. You ain't got to come to our church. Go to somebody's church. Praise the Lord. Because you were blessed with something. And the people that were out there, we need to pour back into them with blessings. Like, these people got up out their beds to come and do something for the community. And I pray to God, I wish I could have been there. But I had to meet. Nevertheless, I'm going to say less, because what's understood doesn't need to be explained. But I do know this. People got fed today. That's fact. People got fed today. You got a word?
Yeah. So Serenity is also saying that because people have a crab in a barrel mentality, and also she said, yes, I got soaking wet, but I was out there and had fun serving. I always have fun helping, cold, freezing, and wet.
I know that's right. I thank you for doing that. And I'm glad you were able to be there because I know I couldn't be there. But I also know this. We do this every other Wednesday.
And Antonio Scott said, I think you're doing a great job for your city.
Thank you. Thank you, Antonio Scott. I really appreciate you tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Please share this. I mean, everybody has a message in life. I came in here dressed like my message because I want everybody to know this. It doesn't matter who you are, where you grew up at, what your trials and tribulations is. We are the same. Trees. I love trees. Trees are the same in the ground as they is up top. If you don't believe it, go somewhere and watch them pull a tree up out the ground. Every branch, every limb. In the ground, it's just roots. Up top, it's stems with leaves. Trees birth leaves. Humans birth lives. So if our lives that we're birthing are spreading out here in the world, we need to do something about keeping them in a content together. So each branch and each tree represents something to help all of us be great, just like it is in the ground. Because once we are humans go in the ground, nothing but you don't grow. Just put it like that. You don't grow. You don't grow. You want to grow. Things may grow up, don't grow down. So if you solid and keep your feet solid on the ground and keep your thoughts high, we all can make it. We all can thrive. All you got to do is be kind. Smile a little more. One smile will hide 1,000 tears. You never know if you smile at somebody, if they look at you like, oh my goodness, today ain't so bad. A person smiled at me and showed me some love. I got one more question. Ask y'all. What you got up there, George? I'm looking at it. You about to distract me. No, I'm just kidding. But we all know if God's married to the backslider, how is it that we cannot fix what's broken within us with the people that we have an issue with? Sometimes we have to break the cycle, people. We got to break the cycle to move forward. We got to break the cycle to live stronger together in unity.
Okay. Serenity on the road. Flint can be better if we all do a little volunteering, a little serving, a little more serving. Flint was the city people wanted to live in. Downtown was full of shopping. Genesee Valley Mall was live, catching the bus out here, Rolettes, all the schools we got to get it back. And then Tamil Horton said, yes, we all should walk in love. And then Kenya Ann said, breaking the cycle is the answer.
Kenya, you are absolutely correct. Tamo, yes, 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 baby, yes. We all need to walk that way.
Is that the same Hortons that I know?
Yes, I believe. Wait a minute, which Hortons you know? I think we did talk about that. Yes,
Marla them.
Yep, that's her auntie.
Okay, what up, Tam?
Tamo is my daughter. Ain't no step
she
over
your
here.
Daughter?
Step, but not over here.
Huh?
That's my daughter.
Okay, well, that's new to me.
Okay.
Understood.
Anyway, he knows your auntie, honey. But thank y'all for tuning in. Please share this, please, because I want a message to be heard to people that we all bleed red and we're all covered by the blood. Because no mistakes that we make can't be altered or corrected. Everybody believes that they do something. First off, here's the thing: people do something for somebody they want to be credited for. People that are credited want to be acknowledged for what they done. Why can't we just say you do it from your heart and let it go? Nobody needs to know what you do for somebody. Nobody needs to know how you feel about somebody. All you got to do is just be 100. We got some more, George?
No. Tamil was just saying, hey, what up? LOL.
Hey, what up, girl?
I just said, what up, though? That's what's
Tamo, it was so good seeing you this past weekend, and I love you so much, and I appreciate the respect through the life that you've given me. Being kind and understanding, because I've never showed you nothing ill. Because I tell people, my cousin Latanya Beauregard, Green Beauregard, Tabby had me in my feelings this week, telling me how people don't realize that the poetry and the things I've been doing that since a little girl. And when she mean little girl, she seriously, since I known how to pick up a pen and write, I'm gonna give myself 6. It might be younger than that I've been on point with it. So I appreciate y'all. Check me out on Amazon as well too. What you got over there, George?
Serenity is saying, how do we break the cycle? Well, it starts with home. 1, 2. These young people gotta let the elders be the village. They know how be the village. They know how to be. We had a village, and then 3, yeah, they come. Then 3, we need to bring back good old fashioned respect. We can't do nothing
Keep
because
them
people
coming,
do
y'all, and
not
share this.
respect
Share
each
this.
other anymore.
And people
And
don't
then,
respect each other. That's what I'm saying. Be kind. Be kind to people. Learn that little bit of respect. That we need to get that back. What you got over
yeah,
there?
and T. Horton said, love you too, ma.
Aw.
You are truly the best, and so grateful for you.
I am very thankful and grateful for you too, baby.
And Kenya Ann replying to Serenity Walker, they dismantled the village. We definitely need it back.
Kenya Ann, we do need it back. And to me, if you got some ideas how to bring it back, let us know. Because everything matters. Everything matters because look, I know how old I am. And I know I'm still learning how to be a mother and a grandmother. And you guys are coming up under me. And y'all seeing a lot of things that I'm walking away from not seeing. So you got some answers, let us know. Because there's some people out there that need to know this. For real, for real.
You want to hear what I got to say about
I want to hear what you got to say, George.
After I read Serenity's number 4, teachers had respect too. They that has been lost as well. So we got
That's
the
true,
home part,
Serenity.
the village part to get that back. We had big mamas, big uncles, and people when I was growing up. I had uncles I can go to, aunts I can go to, grandmother, and not just my biological, but people that were family friends that treated
Yes.
me as if I was biological. So if I was out here trying to not go home, but I didn't want to get in trouble, I'd go over there and they would just let my people know I was all right. As long as I wasn't doing nothing wrong, I could stay at their space. So stuff like having places to go again, to where folks doing something like soup Saturdays or tea Tuesdays, to where young adults and young people get to go and just sit down and eat and you ain't got to say much. Just don't bring your guns and your drama in,
It seems
and
like
you get
right
to
now
relax your
everybody got to
mind.
take a gun where they go. I'm
Because
a licensed CCW holder and I don't even take mine with me.
yeah, but they living in a different mindset, the mindset. So, you got a lot of young adults that are very respectful in public and real grimy in the behind the scenes at night. They switch. They got a light switch that's like no other. Like you just don't see it coming. But the thing is, they still have their humanity, but they've been put on defense a lot more than even when we was growing up during the crack epidemic.
Oh man,
it's a whole different level to it. There was money involved in that epidemic. You was doing things to get to a purpose, or you was doing things because it was getting you a certain outlook on life or a certain status in life, or you was just getting high. So, but now it's so scattered and there's no direction, and it's just scavenger out here with what they do.
Scavenger hunt for real, for real.
It
ain't even a scavenger hunt because ain't nobody hunting to do nothing right.
Yeah,
they just scavenging.
Scamming ain't really got it's no true playbook to the scamming thing, as if you can it doesn't have a long-term situation.
It doesn't.
It's like dying fruit. As soon as you bite it, it's about to melt. The organized crime is built
That
different
happened to me
now.
before though.
Yeah,
With that fruit. Yeah.
yeah. So
Some
going back to
yeah, go
what they
back a little
saying,
bit. Somebody said something going back.
Kenya Ann said, I tried, and it almost killed me. We have to find like-minded individuals. And then I agree with you, brother. And then Serenity said, let me see, I must have missed 4. So Serenity had number 4 that I missed. Let me go to this number 4.
Okay.
Number 4, she did say teachers respect too. So now we're on number 5. The pastors were respected, and churches used to be the place where community people went for help first. We let the government come into too many places where we
Yes.
as family and
Yes.
church and community used to take care of things. I don't know how to get all these numbers back that I'm mentioning, but things are some of the things I believe hurting us. These are some of the things I believe are hurting us.
It's a lot of things that's hurting us. For one, the biggest thing that hurting us is how in the world can we, and I'm sorry, y'all, those of y'all who believe in the administration of our president, I don't mean no disrespect to you at all. And those of you who don't believe in him, I don't mean no disrespect to you all at all. But what I'm about to say is just my own opinion. If if it was a black man that was in house, Barack Obama was a mixed man. Donald Trump is a white man. If there was a legitimately full on black man in the White House, the first thing against him, his butt would have been impeached and out of there. Donald Trump has about 35 or 40 things against him, and he's still there. Barack Obama didn't have anything against him, but what's coming out and what people starting to hear and see, they're having different thoughts of it, which that's your own opinion. Just like it's your own opinion about Donald Trump. But I will say this, all the things that Donald Trump is about and stand for right now, and the things that's back behind the scene of him, any mortal man would have been cast down, castrated, killed, hung, or destroyed, and not and erased from the history of presidents. Why are people protecting him? Why are people giving him the ability to feel that he can still do what he want to do? Is it because of the money? I just read in a passage last week how money, the love of money, not the cash itself, not the coin, not the green dollar, not the credit card, but the love of the money is the root to all evil. And I'm just saying, because there's a lot of people feel that, oh, he doing all right, he making sure we get money. Is it because you love that money? Oh, he all right because he got rid of illegal immigrants. How do you know they're illegal? Do you know that if they signed paperwork to get here or not? Hell, sorry for saying a bad word, but he stole some president and his wife and brought them here. Was that illegal or not? I don't follow a lot of the politics, and I may be wrong for saying that, so I'm gonna back up off of that just a little. But the point I'm making is, how are you, as an individual, a human being, detecting this lifestyle that we got to live under the scrutinization of our government? Because first off, if they tell us this is the rule, if you have a felony, if you have all these things, you can't apply for this job. You can't be around children. Lord have mercy. He's around children, and you seeing video footage of him, quote unquote, inappropriately with children, which it don't really show much because I'm sure they're not gonna bust out all that on you. But just the thought of people, adults drinking and partying. I don't even like to party with my grandbabies when we partying, whether I'm drinking or not, or whether the people around me are drinking or not, because children should not be in certain situations to see certain things. Because when they grow up and they out here, what we call the YNs and the YBs, Now you want to chastise them. But it's okay for the powers to be to do it. That's so biased. You're contradicting so much. So much. And yet, I hate when my thing do that. And yet, we all bleed red. And yet, we're all covered by the blood. So any sins that we do, any backsliding that we do, we are covered by the blood. But does that mean continue to do wrong? Does that mean continue to ignore? No. At one point or another, we have got to get back to basics. Bring Big Mama back. You know, bring Nana back. Where they at? I know I'm a Gigi. I'm a grandmother, but I'm a Gigi. And it came from Ajiva. Giva. A granny, impressively vivacious, always. That's me. However, I still have my granny qualities where I instill into and pour into my grandchildren because I want them to be better than me. Because actually, I'm the better version of me than what I used to be raising my own children. So now my own children got to adapt to the new me while they're watching me be a Gigi to their babies. So if you're out there and you're listening, give us a call, 248-820-5053. Jump on the chat line, giving a shout out to MUA Jock for all your beauty needs. Look, I'm going to take my shades off for a minute, but I'm putting them back on. She didn't do my makeup or anything, but she got a product, y'all, that I use. You can't see that glow, but I do. Hey, I love it. I use it every other day, just so you know. And then www.shopmakeupIsMyLife.com. Check her out. Check her out. The videos is on point. Giving a shout out to George F. Grundy II, my producer who's here with me. He listened to all the mess that I got to fuss about. What I like, don't like. And he's such a mediocre kind of guy, and he's doing his thing. Check out that Clarissa Shield, the Quote Walk.
Mediocre.
Mediocre, yes,
mediocre.
Sir.
Oh wow.
No, I'm talking about as in my. You're mediocre with me when I'm ranting and raving.
Okay.
Not you're a top notch, top shelf type of guy.
Okay.
And he took away his Bin Laden beard, y'all. Just so I know.
Oh
just
wow.
So y'all know. Anyway, and then you have James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield. What I know about these guys is that they want to see us in Flint, Michigan rise up out the mud. Next Wednesday, y'all, I'm going to have on my muddy brown jacket just like this. Letting y'all know how I'm getting it out the mud. And you can do it too. You can do it too. And then, just in general, they're making this happen behind the scenes. Then you got Larry Lott. Lessons with Larry. Man, if you ain't learned the lesson yet by watching Larry or watching his show, I don't know what to tell you. Then he got the third on Thursdays. You know, you thirsty Thursday with the third. And you know this. That's what he say, y'all. Check him out. I love that part. Check it out. Check it out. Then we got Juice the Truth. This woman is out here basically having internal mother messages to give to mothers that maybe first time or already had children. She has good answers, good questions. Check her out, y'all. And then we got this new show coming. What's it called? Podcast? What?
I can't remember what they named it.
But it's Willie Buford and Tanisha Buford. We're gonna check that out. And I'm gonna even crash the show if they don't call me. I'm crashing the show just so I know. Because I'm gonna be Red Alert. And then I'm gonna come up in there with all red on. No, I ain't gonna do that. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, cuz. But anyway,
and we got RJ. Remember RJ Leary.
And too. RJ Leary. We got RJ Leary.
Raw Conversations, and then RJ on the third floor.
What's the conversation? RJ on the third floor?
Yeah.
Conversation. He ain't Brubman from the fifth floor. Wait, the fifth floor. They did it with the floor. He RJ from the third floor. Check him out. Check all these platforms out because to me, we are a family. And as we grow together, we learn together. Y'all just don't know. It'd be fun. I want to, if you out there and you listen, come on my show. I want you to come sit down in the chair right next to me, either side. And trust me, Sassy T Show with me and Stephanie Winfrey. If y'all ain't watching that, y'all slipping. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna give another shout out to April, the oil lady, because she has these oils that she if it don't smell good, it don't look good. I mean, not look good. It don't smell good. It don't wear good on you. She ain't gonna sell it to you. She ain't gonna sell it to you. And I'm gonna tell you, I've worn her oils for the last maybe 5-6 years, and everybody be like, "Ooh, you smell good. What you got on?" And I be wanting to say April the oil lady because she's so good at she can smell it and tell you what the fragrance is. I can't do that. She labeled them though. You'll get a label. And she does gift baskets. Oh my goodness. I donate them to my church members, my pastor. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Pastor Kevin Thompson. That's my pastor at St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church of Flint. If y'all ain't doing it on Sunday, come see me. I'm gonna read a poem. It might hit you a certain kind of way. It's the youth up in there. We got a youth program. We got this thing we do, Hour of Power. Come check us out. Check us out, cause I want to know something right now today. Do you bleed red? Do you feel you're covered by the blood of Jesus? Because the blood still works. And if you don't know that, come to St. Mark. We'll guide you that way. We ain't gonna push them on you. You got to come in there accepting them in your heart on your own. But when I tell you that we all bleed red, if you hurt yourself or got cut, please don't cut yourself. Please do not. Don't hurt yourself just to see what I'm talking about to be real. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But if something happened and you were injured and you got hurt, see how you bleed. I don't care what your skin color is. It can be brown, it can be white, it can be tan, it can be black. That blood coming out red. Trust and believe. As red as this coat while I'm getting it out of the mud. Shout out to Out of the Mud, y'all. I'm down here, downtown Flint on this wet Wednesday, February the 18th. My old anniversary, y'all. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that.
So you're saying today would be your wedding anniversary?
It would have been my wedding anniversary.
Okay, so that answers a lot of things for me today, right now.
What does it answer?
It answers a lot of stuff.
Well, I'm happy because I'm free.
It answers a lot of things.
Anyway, y'all, I'm just clowning. I'm clowning. But if y'all, we got some more callers. I see another little line up there. What we got?
No, there's nothing else yet.
Nothing yet.
So, going off of some of the stuff you were saying. So, what's so wonderful about being here in the United States of America is that with everything that you said, you have the liberty and freedom to say that. And laws, rules are only as strong as the people that defend them and the people that fight against them.
Correct.
And so we, to this point, as a nation, have fought to keep the rules of law as much as they have been kept so far.
Mm-hmm.
And to use those things in order to be a guidance system on how we live. Now, there's an old adage saying that you fight fire with fire.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it could be said that the current administration is the fire that's needed in order to fight the fire that needs to be burnt out. Because with all these allegations and all these truths and facts that have come out, how do you get rid of them? You got to have you have to have an entity or some type of hegemon system that doesn't mind anarchy in order to destroy the things that need to be taken care of and deleted. And also when it comes to how these rules and laws have unfairly treated Black Americans.
Oh, yes.
Foundational Black Americans, Black Americans that come from the transatlantic slave trade and chattel slavery construct. These things, the world or this country is now getting a feel for those feelings, and they don't know how to digest it.
That's true.
And so with all those things happening, it helps to open the eyes of some people that were too ignorant or too comfortable to see what it felt like. And now it's the opportunity for everyone to get past all these different barriers and say, what do we do as a
As a
collective?
unity, we can get
As a
past these
collective.
barriers.
Yeah. But we have to do it as a collective, and
Mhm.
we don't do. We still don't have to integrate and live up under each other, because everybody has the ability, freedom, and the space and time to be able to live how they want to and where they want to.
Mhm.
But we still have to have a set standard that we abide by. So it's
Mhm.
the opportunity now to say, hey, this is
Mhm.
what we want. We need to reset, because we don't want to have children missing, black, white, Asian, Indian, or whatever.
Yeah,
We
a
don't
child is a
want,
child.
yeah, we don't want women to disappear, whatever ethnic group they are. We don't want to imprison a large part of our economically disadvantaged men and have them incarcerated
Mhm.
for during their
Mhm.
prime years.
Mhm.
So those are questions that we can answer and address, but we have to do it. We can't just talk about it. We have to
We
do
have
it.
to be about it. Talking about it is one thing. Seeing it is another. But doing something about it is the best thing to do. And a lot of people are afraid, George. A lot of people are afraid. They're afraid to move forward. They're afraid to break the bondage.
Well, has fear ever cured cancer?
No,
So if you're afraid and you don't go to the doctor, you still got cancer, right?
exactly.
But if you're afraid and you go to the doctor, and then you go through the
You
steps
can
that are
defeat it.
taken in order to that what they tell you in order to
Mhm.
change your circumstance, then you can possibly turn that around. Or even if it's not just your traditional doctor, if you have a holistic path that you go, you got to do something.
Mhm. Mhm.
Fear does not. God did not give us the spirit of fear,
Exactly.
but a love and sound mind. And so with that, you have to use those things in order to move forward, and not just stay in a state of, well, somebody else is going to do it, or it's been working this. No, because if you keep doing that, it's going to be like the
Exactly.
rotten
The
fruit
same results.
syndrome.
Yep. I think that when people forget that you are powerful in your own rights, you have a voice, you have the knowledge, you have everything instilled inside of you that can conquer any situation. Maybe you can't do it alone, and that's when you're supposed to get out and engage with people, like-minded people, to do these things. Because I feel like this. I've never been a veteran. Never. I've never been in the service. But if I'm around you or or Serenity or Charlisa and a situation come about, being around you all as veterans, I know you have certain standards of things you have to do, right? I may not know all of them, but I'm gonna follow your lead, which is gonna make me basically quote unquote a veteran as well. Because I'm following the lead of you. I am learning and doing what you do to protect, serve, and look out for the people that need to be looked out for. Same as if I was, let's say, if I was a auto worker and somebody new came to the job and didn't know anything about it, I would be wrong not to show them the ropes. I'm letting them come in there to get hung, killed, ridiculed, put down, let go. Too many people in our lifestyle are doing that to other people. They are doing it. What the? Oop. They're doing that, and it's hurting us as a people because nobody wants, like Serenity said, the crab in the barrel bucket thing. They don't want to see somebody else come up, because if you're up here and they're right here, you got too much. But you can be up here with nothing but a smile, ingenuity, and your effortless ways of never giving up.
And a lot of times that's what it is.
And these people down here keep giving up.
So, and I'll take it back to when the water crisis was in full effect.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a house on Court Street, and I sacrificed me having the ability to keep that house by turning it into a water distribution location.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't change my income. It still was in low income, all that good stuff. But the opportunity in order to help my community came, and I took action. So sometimes it just takes you to take action, and with me taking that action, the organization that I started over 10 years ago, we serviced over 50,000 residents in the community.
Amen.
And that didn't fit well with some people. Some people hated on that idea. Some people wanted to destroy the organization. Some people wanted to destroy me, and it was difficult to understand at first. But you're always going to have people that crab in the barrel mentality, because they're not doing it, so they don't want to see you
They don't
do it,
want you to do
or
it
they have some whatever their issue is.
because you move too far ahead of them.
But you ain't moving far, because I'm still right next to you. So the thing is
Say
that
it.
the ignorance of people
The ignorance of people.
belongs to them, so you can't hold on to it.
And that is true. Do we got anything new on there? I've seen some stuff pop up.
Nothing.
Nope, not at the top.
Nothing. It was scrolled down. So yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. Let me go. I still had it scrolled up there. So
That's all right. I kept seeing stuff happen. I was like, what's going on?
So it was happening on your phone, not on here. So right. He would be.
Who said this?
He would burn. This was a Serenity. He would. Right. He would not be in there too long. He talking about when you're talking about if it was a black man in office.
Yep.
Okay. And then Kenya Ann said, the whole system needs to be dismantled and rebuilt.
Amen, Kenya.
And Serenity, I cannot believe people voted for orange tea. And Saritha Burnett said white privilege.
Okay. You said Sharika? Sharitha. Thank you for that comment, Sharitha. Like, share, and subscribe, please, honey.
There you go. It says white
privilege. I can't see nothing.
April Williams said, I'm here with you. And then
that's my oil lady. Serenity. Shout out to April Williams.
Yeah, Serenity said, not Medicare girl. No, you might mean he laid back or understanding. LOL. Okay, and then thanks for the shout out, April Williams. And then Ty Beatty said, amen, covered. And then Davita Cox said, here for this. And Davita said, courage. And Kenya Ann said, big facts. All right, Davita. Thanks for tuning in, sis. And Kenya, yes, big facts on all of that. And I'm sure I can go back to a lot of things you said big facts on for big facts. For real, for real. But okay, all you ladies on this platform tonight that's chimed in, one quick question for you all. How do you see yourself in out in our community? Do you feel that you are assisting others more? Do you feel that you are walking away because of the bad vibes of what people bring? Or are you just out there being kind and giving out smiles? Because there's a difference in how you respond to people. Whether people are good or bad or ugly or kind or not. Sometimes it's best for us to just, if you smile and walk on, love conquers hate. And being happy, if you don't let now I can understand, I'll be upset too. I have bad days, but I'm not going to let somebody else steal my joy. If you let people steal your joy, you're going to be upset and things going to, you're not going to feel good about things. You're going to act out and become the product of what you don't want to be, which is what you're mad at. And I don't want to say the word, but it's called A, and the last part is whole. But anyway, I really appreciate you all chiming in. I love what I do here Out of the Mud. I love what I do on Sundays and Wednesdays, church, reading in my poetry, all these things. And if you have not found yourself a church home, come check us out at St. Mark, please. You never know what may motivate you or move you until you get up and move. The best backup plan is to get back up again. If you went to a church and you had church hurt, and I'm sorry, that may have happened. But don't let that stop you from going to another church home. And I'm not saying you have to come to mine, but I'll be there if you want to come see me. Come on through. You got something? Yeah, we have King Ann saying, I am walking away, but at the same time, I am here to support those that are in need of whatever it is I can bring to the table. Walking away because I need to rebuild for myself, rebuild for self. something I have never done. And then Serenity said, I'm assisting more, volunteering with the food drive, because also being a part of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, I'm community service minded always. Anyways, have a teacher's heart, having been a teacher, I give, so I give that away. I give in that way.
All right.
Then Serena moving back home. I thought I'm not directly in Flint. Although I'm not directly in Flint, my goal is to get more active and help, because that's
Amen.
where I come from. North side.
And,
Yay, yay.
and Serenity, that is called pouring back into your community. It's called giving back. It's called being a stand-up citizen. You are making sure that where you came from, you're putting back and pouring back into it. So the kids and the youth, not even just the kids and the youth, but when I say kids and youth, I mean kids as in toddlers and things like that, and then youth, which is in the teenagers. And then we got the young men and the young women who need mentors and people to uphold them, because there's a lot of times that these kids and youth don't have that. Then they make bad decisions and everybody want to put the law on them. Help them out. We can do this together. Unity. UNITY. What we got?
Kenyan, I would like to start a nonprofit to support, but I cannot until I take care of self.
Self always needs to heal first, Kenya Ann, for sure. And Kenya and Serenity are both veterans. They're both women in the service, or have been in the service. George F. Grundy has also been in the service. I'm not sure of the other guys on the platform, but I do know that Charlisa King Kyles has been in the service. These are people that, if y'all out there watching me, y'all see I'm around certain people that's doing certain things. And all of us have one mission and one mission only. We are trying to get it out of the mud and bring other people with us. We're not trying to, because they say no one left behind, right? Every one of our armed forces, no one left behind. So why can't our family forces, our friendship forces, look at it that same way? No one left behind. Each one reach one, teach one, and help somebody. Help them.
Serenity said, sorry for the typos, George. It's the phone, not me. LOL. And then Charlisa King Kyles
Charlisa
said,
King.
that's right, ma'am. You can't pour from an empty cup.
You cannot pour from an empty cup. And everything that we do in life is stored in a cup. So what are you gonna do? Keep letting your cup let it keep mash down, mash down, mash down? Or you gonna let your cup rise so you can pour into other people? You know what I'm saying? We gotta be better as a community. We gotta be better as an individual, as a mother, a father, a aunt, a uncle, a grandmother, a grandfather. Because everybody taking life for granted. It's so many uh disassociated things in life that we keep running across, and everybody want to sweep the real deal under the rug. Like, one, if you're a criminal, you're a criminal. What's the law say? You go to jail if you're a criminal. If you break this law, that law, you did this, you did that, if you touch a child, you do all those things, you go to jail. There's one person I know ain't been in jail yet for that. Is it because of the money, the love of money? Other people who love the money that he's going to pay them, they're allowing the root to the evil to grow, to spread. I saw something pop up. I see the thing shake, but I can't read it.
Mm. Serenity said, yes, I have PTSD, but I pushed through it. I have my moments. And then Kenya, I am literally getting it out of the mud as we speak.
Amen.
But when I come for my people. I am coming hardcore, boots on the ground for real.
Boots on the ground for real. And you know what? I went to one of George F. Grundy II's The first one I ever went to, I shouldn't say went to one. I went to the first one that I was a part of, the Veterans of Now. And there was a sergeant, I don't remember his name, I'm sorry, but he was speaking, he was talking about boots on the ground. And he was talking about how soldiers have to be ready and prepared. And to me, if we did that in our household with our children, make sure they're ready and prepared, that every time they get out that bed and put their feet or their boots on the ground, they're ready for whatever the world or anybody brings to them. When I heard that man's story, and then there was a story about a real person, I can't think of his name, George, but he flew his plane and his plane went down and all this stuff that the man was speaking of, and they were honoring him, right? I went home and wrote a poem called Boots on the Ground, and I read that. And then several months later, that song came out, Boots on the Ground. Don't get me wrong, I'm a country girl. Y'all know that. I'm not dressed in my country attire today.
No, you're Lady in Red today.
Lady in Red today.
Lady
I'm
in
bleeding.
Red.
I'm bloody red.
Oh, so
I ain't sexy red.
You want to be gangster with it, huh?
I'm bloody red. But a lot of people kept addressing me with that. Boots on the ground. Hey, boots on the ground. And like my cousin Latanya Green Beauregard said, aka Tammy, they don't know you. They don't know you've been like this since you was a little girl. And she mean my poetry and my country western side. But I'm also versatile in a lot of things I do. Y'all want me to tell you? I'm going to tell a quick little secret. It's because I know I bleed red. And I know I'm covered by the blood. So the things that I do, I don't do it in vain. I do it because it's in my alignment. I will not do anything that wasn't brought to me from the spirit to move forward. When I did do those things, guess what, y'all? Everything I ever did failed. Everything I wanted to do crumbled. And I cried. And I always be like, oh, wonder why you cry. You wonder why you cry? When you do things against the will of God, when you do things against the image of mankind, and you believe in man and follow mankind for all the inabilities that they stand for, and you don't have no thoughts in your own head to do what you do, you're going to fail. You stand for nothing, you will fall for everything. I've learned that. I've been through that. My trials and my tribulations taught me that. So when people look at me now, I just keep smiling and moving. They might remember the old me. And like Serenity said, crabs in the barrel. Them crabs are still down there trying to pull me back in the barrel. And every day I have one notch above them to take a step. And I ain't saying I'm moving past them or I'm above them. I'm just moving in the direction I'm supposed to. They can do the same. Because what was given and meant for me, you can get it too. You just got to open up your eyes and your heart and do what you're supposed to do. I decided to do that. What we got, George?
Nothing new.
Nothing.
But we're past the hour mark. You want to tell
now.
them about the song and get it going?
What song?
You don't want to tell them about the song? Clarissa Shields.
I did. So listen to this, y'all. Let's do this. Because I was trying to watch the time and I do apologize. George F. Grundy, the mastermind behind the mix of all of this. And I'm going to see the GWOT on Sunday. Charlisa and I are going to the fight. Trust and believe. We done made a ritual out of y'all. We done went to the movie to watch the fire inside, and all her fights are here in Flint or Detroit. What y'all finna see next is an amazing clip. I hope it motivates you. I hope it makes you feel that we let you see that we all bleed red and that we're covered by the blood and we're all getting it out of the mud. Check this out, y'all. The GWOT Walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, from you're about to witness the GWOT Walk in greatness. Two-time Olympic gold, undisputed. She's rewriting history. The greatest woman of all time to quote Clarissa Shields. Let's get the rumble. Shields. Walk through the smoke, flick in my bloodline. Cold night, street fights built for the front.
And the song fire.
Silk spoon, just brick in the lifeline. Turn payment to gold now. Watch how the sun shine. Dotted the frame, said I wouldn't hold weight. Now I carry divisions, I dominate whole states. Nothing because I accelerated growth rate. Now every opponent just stepping the checkmate. I want this grand. History on rotation, pressure I was made. Roll walk, hit a crowd talk. Every bout, every way, yeah, I ran that. Go twice, now the world, man. Undisputed, ain't nobody done that.
Ain't nobody done that.
Like spread, legacy, can't match. Flat raise, world stage. Tell them all, I'm the blueprint.
Blueprint.
I come put the pressure. Middleweight, now I'm on in the sector. Every title aligned, I collected the treasure. Undisputed twice, ain't nobody done better. Never be C, never be A, IBF, never be O. Stack them all up, that a whole world know. That's it, 7 years time, I froze when I moved over these like a post.
Get that girl her credit, y'all.
Yeah.
Watching history unfold.
Yes,
Stop
yes.
playing with this woman.
She's not just winning, she's dominating entire eras. The growth conversation. It's over. Switch lanes. Now I step in the cage. Same buy new war, same jumping new page. And still lethal. Now I rap what we rage. Double threat, eyeball. I don't stay in the cage. They talk, live
Gifted in
inside
everything.
those lines. If we sit back just to sit up on crime. If it's going same goal, same crime. I redefine what it means in real time. Oh, walk in the crowd, so every belt, every way, yeah, ran. Go twice, now the world mine. Undisputed, ain't nobody running. Heads up, lights flash, legacy built, can't match. Flame raise, world stage. Tell them all.
Flint Town, stand up.
From Flint to the world.
Hey, she got on red too. All right, quote.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey,
hey.
get it, get it, get it. Hey, 2 times.
2 times.
Uno, dos.
The greatest woman of all time, the world.
Just when you thought it was over, she ain't done yet.
Bam.
Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Shields.
Mm, mm, mm. 3 times he hey, he stopped it on the last one. Though.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yet. The quote walk. Everybody talking all that trash. Walk in her shoes. Better yet, run in her shoes.
No
Can you run? Can you walk in her shoes? A Zipper Splash LLC production?
Yeah.
Put some respect on it. Or a tree of y'all. That's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. Y'all walk on. I'm going to be at that fight. And guess what? I'll see y'all. You know what? Ooh, I ain't going to see y'all on Sunday Sassy Tea Night. I'm going to be in Detroit. But then again, I might still chime in. We'll see how it goes if I can get a moment away. But I'll tell you what. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Giving a shout out to Out of the Mud Inc. for allowing me to do this today. Shop with MUA Jock for all your beauty needs. And again, James Mayfield of Grayfield. Thanks, bro. Larry Lott. Thank you, bro. George F. Grundy II. Good looking.
Hey, y'all make sure that y'all share that video.
Share it, please.
Just put it out there in the universe so can't nobody say nothing about Clarissa Shields, because she is that one, period, point blank, beginning, end of story.
Red Alert RBT. Snaps and chat over it.